What it do, boos? Welcome to my channel for a brand new fan theory video. Now, if you're anything like me, you like to enjoy entertainment at face value. But if you're also like me, you can sometimes get sucked into that dark, deep, screaming vortex that is the internet and end up learning a thing or two about your favorite books, movies, shows, and games. Oops, how'd that get there? Just scratch that out real quick. Etc. Except what I'm about to present to you is less fact and more fan-made conspiracy theories. But they were too juicy to not share in the form of a video, so why don't you just sit back, relax, and let me tell you some of my personal favorite fan theories about one of the undeniably best series of my generation's time, Harry Potter. Number 1, Hufflepuff is the Stoner House. Now this theory is number 1 on my list because y'all most likely know that I partake, so I was particularly thrilled when I found this gem of a theory. Now, 2 different articles I found about this credit 2 different people to this theory, so I'll just pop those 2 names up on the screen. Anyway, this theory's reasoning is due to multiple reasons, which only adds to the odds of this theory being true, and also the odds of me switching from Team Gryffindor to Hufflepuff immediately. Anyways, the first listed reason I found was that each house has a mascot that basically represents the house as a whole. Gryffindor obviously has the Griffin, Slytherin has snakes, Ravenclaw ravens, but Hufflepuff? Well, they sit there and huff and puff on those young bongs, yo! No, but really, their mascot is the Badger, which just adds to the fuel because honestly, Badgers are pretty chill. Another reason people speculate the sobriety of the Hufflepuff members is due to their house ghost, hilariously named Fat Friar, who most likely suffered from a heavy case of the munchies before ultimately croaking. The last reason I give you all before moving on to the second theory, though I super duper recommend you fully research this theory yourself because it's Hufflepuffin' amazing, is the respective classes of Hufflepuff being Sprout and Herbology. While Slytherin wizards are learning how to mix potions, Gryffindor students are learning transfiguration and manipulation, and Ravenclaw are mastering the art of charms, Hufflepuff Lil Whizzes are literally learning how to grow weeds. Yeah, gotta add that S. Number 2, Ron Weasley is actually a young Voldemort.
Good luck. What the bloody hell was that all about?
Now stay with me on this. This pretty old, I know, theory states that Ron Weasley lived out his life with Harry Potter, grew up, married Hermione, and had kids, etc., and then went back in time as an old man, renaming himself Dumbledore in order to mentor Harry a second time around. I know, it's a weird one. But hey, considering my first point was basically accusing a certain house of consuming illegal substances, I figured this one was out there, but not like out there, you know? Anywho, some of the reasoning behind this theory is purely physical. In the books, Rowling describes both of them having long, thin noses, being tall and thin, and she also describes a young Dumbledore having red hair, like your gingery girl right her. Also, apparently there's a scar on Dumbledore's leg, and Ron injured one of his legs in the 3rd book, but she doesn't specify which leg apparently. Another bit of proof out there for this theory is that they both enjoy sweets. Ron's love of sweets is found very early in the series, and Dumbledore's infamous candy passwords as well, though I'm pretty sure most of us love sweets, unless you cray, and none of us are Dumbledore, unless you cray. My last point before moving on is that Dumbledore knows freaking everything. He knows Sirius is innocent, he knows how Harry will react to certain events, and the events leading up to Sirius's death. I mean, he could just be one hell of a psychic, which, I mean, I wouldn't question coming from the head wizard, but to many fans, this just further proves that he in fact lived through this life once, and indeed traveled back in time knowing every event that would transpire. Number 3, Ginny Weasley slipped Harry a love potion. I mean, this was probably made up by fangirls who were a tad upset that Harry found a lady love that wasn't them, but hey, I'll bite. Apparently, people are baffled that Harry and Ginny never really noticed each other before, and then out of nowhere, kaboom! They're in a romance. Fans believe Ginny, alone and crushing on the stud muffin that was Harry Potter, slipped him a love potion to which he hopelessly fell victim to. I mean, that's kinda creepy and sexual assaulty, so I'm really hoping that wasn't the case, but if it was, it's truly believable because their romance did happen rather quickly. Then again, they could just be hormonal teens. I mean, just because they're magical doesn't mean they don't need love too, y'all. Number 4, Harry hallucinated the whole damn thing. Try to ignore for a moment how horribly depressing this theory is and humor me for just a second. Imagine you're an abused kid alone in the dark, starving, not even given the luxury degree of attention, just like Harry when he was shown living with his aunt and uncle who desperately need CPS called on them because Lord Jeebus, they are freaking insane. Anyways, the theory goes that during this horrible time in Harry's life, he dreamed up the whole series as a way to comfort himself. I mean, it makes total sense when you think about it. This child who is constantly demonized by his own family, abused and compared to his pig look-alike cousin, makes up his own fantasy universe wherein he's a magical hero, looked up to by everybody, with an amazing destiny to defeat the ultimate evil in the world. Who knows? Voldemort could have just been a representation of his oppressive family, and Harry defeating him could symbolize his dream of one day sticking it to his family and ultimately getting his well-deserved freedom. Now damn, that's deep. Number 5. Mary Poppins attended Hogwarts. I wanted to leave this list on another fun theory that honestly made me smile when I read about it. This theory claims that everyone's favorite nanny, sorry McPhee, Mary Poppins actually attended and graduated from Hogwarts long before Harry and even Voldemort's time. After graduating from the realm of witchcraft and wizardry, she decided to go back to the Muggle world, but didn't want to give up her magic. I mean, who would, right? Which is actually shown often in her own movie where she flies with an umbrella and can literally pull a barge out of her cute little tote bag. Fans theorize that she actually still has her wand and just hides it under her umbrella, which makes total sense to me, honestly. She's able to convince everyone that she isn't actually magical, except interestingly enough, the chimney sweep, who people also theorize is a potential wizard. Well, that's it for this video. This is by far the most fun I've ever had while researching literally anything for a presentation, so let me know if you'd like to see more fan theory videos for other topics. What was your favorite theory mentioned today? Personally, I can't get over the first theory. That one's gonna sticky icky with me for sure. Get it? Sticky icky, like the string and the theories about, you know what, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and rate, and if you want to become one of my boos, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell and you'll never miss a video. I highly recommend it because, man, this is some high quality content right here. Bye, y'all.